Yo, what's up? What's up? Um, so, I just got off work. Freaking finally got a job again because I've been out of work for, excuse me, about a year and a half, right? Damn, it's been a while. And I was going through some stuff. But, pretty much, I just wanted to, and I know I still have like two subscribers, but I know people here and there watch this stuff, so maybe I'll get my stuff up if it catches on. But I just wanted to make a quick video about this new virus that was going on, or that's going on, the hantavirus, right? And I just wanted to throw up my opinion on this, based off of the previous coronavirus scare and all that stuff. So I just want to make a prediction or like a theory or whatever you call it, because I've been watching the way society's been changing since 2020, since I got out of the military. And it's like I got out of, I would say, at a wrong time and a right time, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, but I got out at an interesting time in 2020. And I just think that this new hantavirus, I started seeing it pop up because I'll stay, because this job's pretty fucking boring, so I'll be reading or staying up to date on the news and certain channels that I watch on YouTube to kind of like get a feel of what's going on. And then I'll go out. I started going out more than I had been, of course, because shit, going out costs money. So I'm finally able to do that more. I did some volunteering at the food bank. I love doing that. I used to do it a lot here locally in my town. I was like a greeter. They always put me as like the end greeter of, I'm not going to get too off topic, but I love volunteering. I like gardening, the gardening section at the food bank. But they always, every time I freaking, and it's been a while, it's been shit, about a year since I volunteered there again. And they always put me at the in the pantry whenever I volunteer for the pantry, because it's like a shopping experience kind of. It's like a grocery shopping experience for the clients, right? That they come in and they'll go around and pick out different, there's the produce section and bakery section and all that stuff. I love it because I get lost in it. I love volunteering. It's badass. But yeah, they always end up putting me, okay, Andrew, go over there to the at the end where I have to weigh the cart, which I like it. It's fun. Ask for their name, hey, how you doing, this and that. It's usually a bunch of older folks, pretty chill, pretty cool. I like it. I love it. But it's been a while, and this last time I was kind of, I'm still getting back into it. I was still a little, I felt a little numb, not like I used to feel whenever I would volunteer. Very numb, but I still enjoyed it. Anyways, I want to do it more. I'm scheduled for Friday, which is in a couple days, because I'm trying to get back into service somehow. Working this security job is pretty cool. Making some money. Anyways, so not to get completely off topic, but I feel like I'm doing a little bit better, because depression is hell, especially when you're stuck. I was stuck at home pretty much. I'd go to the gym sometimes. I'd go out at night all the time. But I feel like I'm doing a little bit better. Anyways, and I was working out too. I brought some weights, so whenever I'm here, between my checkpoints that I have to do, I'm starting to work out. I'm trying to lose weight because I'm like 200 pounds, so I'm trying to lose weight. Anyways, so with this new hantavirus, I just want to make a prediction. I want to put it on the record. And I just want to say that I think, because I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm tracking with everything that's going on with the hantavirus. And I just want to say that I think that, based off of COVID, right? COVID was a lot changed during COVID. A lot. People were ordering food online, still are now, but it expedited it, right? It sped it up. People are constantly on Facebook, which I just deleted mine. Facebook's like the town square in the modern era, but I think that's kind of strange because if you say something that people don't like or the platform doesn't like, you get banned or you get deleted or whatever. That's kind of weird. But it sped all of that up, right? Everybody was stuck inside, stuck in their homes. That was their way to communicate without getting the COVID. And then, of course, Instagram, people have their own brand now, and it's all about self-promotion. Community, it's kind of coming back. I'm seeing it. Again, I'm trying to volunteer more. But community is more, it's sparse now. You have to establish yourself at a church. You have to establish yourself at a food vendor market, a market square, what do you call it, a farmer's market. You have to be consistent. This is what I've been noticing. And like myself, I'm trying to establish myself as a volunteer again and serve the community, and because I'm not for this online shit all the time. Like it's annoying. So I deleted my Facebook, still holding on to my Instagram, but I deleted all of my posts. So I'll just like post the I forgot what, like on your story every now and again. But I'm about ready to give that up too. And of course I'll keep my YouTube because, it's interesting and I love staying up to date on stuff. But with this hantavirus, I think, looking back at COVID, like COVID made all that stuff, online ordering of food, groceries, right? I've been going to Walmart lately to pick up some groceries. I started because I used to order a lot, and it's just a very cold, nobody trusts each other kind of feel. Very strange, very surreal. And I'm like, I had to tell myself, well, it's a new world, dude. Like, it is what it is. And I'll try and say, to the cashiers, like, hey, what's up? Like, I'll try and flirt with the mills, right? Hey, what's up? Like, this one chick, she was like an older Hispanic chick. She had like magenta eyeliner. I was like, damn, like when chicks have eyeliner on, like that's like pops. I'm like, damn, dude, they want a dude to notice, right? I was like, hey, I like your magenta eyeliner. Like it matches. She had like a little Hello Kitty fucking pin or some shit. I was like, it matches your pin. She's like, oh, thanks. Thank you, sir. I was like, yeah, for sure. I saw her the last time. I pretended like I didn't see her, but I'll probably say what's up, right? Eventually, I'll be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's boring out here. It's lonely out here. Like, let's go do something. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe, but nah. Maybe. Anyways, so I've been going out more now, and I'm like, damn, dude, shit's weird. Like, I canceled my gym membership for a bit because even going to the gym, it's like you can't just exercise in peace. Somebody always wants to talk to you. Somebody always wants to like stare you down. So you stare back and it's just awkward. People always like mate garden, like dudes hovering their chicks and shit. It's just stupid. It's weird. Very weird. Very primitive is how I'll say it. Because I was used to, when I graduated college and it was still normal. They weren't teaching all this gender stuff. I was like, oh, our society is still civilized and not so much anymore. It's a technocracy. It's a primitive technocracy. It's like we have all this technology and information, but us as humans, we act more primitive day by day. And I'm seeing that. And with this, with the coronavirus, everything went online. Sorry, I keep going off track. A lot changed. Like I said, Facebook, people meet up. Sometimes I'll go on this meetup app just to like listen to like different groups or like whatever. It's like meeting people organically in person is not the norm anymore. It's more so online. And if you had a group of friends before COVID, after COVID, it's harder to trust people, it seems. So my theory with this, right, is that like I just mentioned, all that stuff was sped up during COVID. This new hantavirus, I think, and I'm putting it on the record so I can look back on this and be like, oh, hey, maybe I'll spot on. I study a lot of history. I'd read somewhere, intelligent people, and I'm not trying to like tout my own horn, but like, I love knowledge, and I miss the institutions when they were actually teaching people how to think. I read somewhere on an article online. Intelligent people notice patterns, and that's what makes them seem more intelligent, because it's like they can kind of perceive what's going to happen, or what has happened. Based on what has happened, they can kind of see what's going to happen in the future. And this is just my theory. I think that with this new virus, it's going to spread. It's already spreading. It's ridiculous the way they announce, like, oh, these people, we just released them. We just fucking released them. And nobody really has any say because everybody's distracted. Our public servants are distracting us. Our public servants serve themselves and their constituents, which are in their class. And party doesn't matter. It's all about class warfare now. Has been. So they'll distract. They're not fighting for us. Our public servants don't care about us. So we're gonna fight each other. And I see that. People are hostile towards each other because they don't know where to put that rage, where to point that rage. Most people know that something's wrong and that we are being lied to. So with this new virus, it's like, oops. We let these people go, and now they're in the US, and there could be more cases, and it has I think like an 8-week incubation period. So it's like, well, they could have it, and we won't know for 8 weeks. And by then, who knows who the fuck more people will have it. And it's just like, when does it end, right? And so it's all planned, of course, but I think, this is my theory, that with this stuff, how COVID expedited all that online stuff, and our world is brand new, completely different. If you read 1984 or listen to 1984, it's spot on. Like, check it out. It's interesting. It's eerie. Brand New World, or Brave New World. There's also a book on that. And I think with this new virus, this is, again, my theory. I don't have like concrete evidence, but I think, oh, hold up. I gotta pick up, my fat ass ordered some pizza. Hold up. All right, my bad. My fat ass ordered some pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna end this quick because I gotta go do my checkpoints and shit. So yeah, it's gonna spread, and I think it's gonna expedite, of course, even more so this globalized system. And I just have this theory that somewhere along the line, with all this inflation, the economy's gonna crash, the dollar's gonna crash. And with the dollar crashing, I think that's because they're already mentioning digital ID and all that stuff, right? That you're gonna need it to travel within the US and then of course abroad. And I think that the dollar's gonna crash. Again, this is just my theory. And then they're gonna implement a new currency, a digital currency. Trump doesn't matter, dude. The dude doesn't care. They're all the same. Whoever gets in after him, they're all the same. They're gonna have even more power over us. And it's just, that's my theory. And it's going to be a digital currency. And then that's, if you believe in the Bible, I think that it's going to be closer and closer towards that mark of the beast, where you have to have like a chip or a tattoo or whatever. I think I forgot who mentioned it, Bill Gates or Elon Musk, somebody mentioned that by 2030, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen by 2030. By 2030, they're expecting people to not be using cell phones, but have some kind of interface, whether it's like in their eye, in their brain, whatever. All that's coming. People, for the most part, enjoy convenience over anything. If you love this life, this is what it's getting down to, right? So that's my theory. Economy's gonna crash. They're gonna say, hey dude, like there's this new digital currency. Maybe not at first, like you're gonna have this mark, but like, hey, the dollar's done. Because there is so much change during COVID that I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be, I mean, they're going to, again, you have to look at patterns. If there was all this change during COVID and we didn't see all this coming, we didn't see all the technology, people making TikToks and Instagram and all that stuff really like ramped up to where now it's just normal. So with this new outbreak, which I think it's going to spread, and supposedly it's even more deadly than COVID, and people are going to fear for their lives. That's the number one thing. But on the side, technology is going to increase. And by the time it's all said and done, and they're like, oh, you know, the spread's done and everything's, you know, everybody got their shots, whatever. When it's said and done, we're going to have even more technology ruling over our lives. That's my theory. And of course, the digital currency and just enslavement. We're already pretty much, I mean, we're but again, if you believe in the Bible, this is just my message. I don't want to bring up like all this stuff and then not have a message of hope or like a solution. Me personally, I don't see a future in this world. I've given up, you know, I volunteer and I'm working, and I guess probably going to work on my property that I have out near the coast, and then of course maintain my house. But as far as a future, I'm just focused on, you know, maintaining my relationship with God and, you know, telling other people about God. And other than that, if I meet the right person, maybe. But right now, dude, I'm just like, dude, yeah. So the main thing is the system has a control over people and their primal. I'm reading this book right now. It's called On Death and Dying, and it's basically, I'm barely getting into it, but it's basically talking about how we should change our view on dying, because it is a primal instinct as humans, as mammals, as animals, whatever. I don't, you know, we're higher beings, but we are made in the image of God, but we are technically mammals, and all living things fear death. It's just in us, like it's just like our body reacting and not trying to die, right? It's like your body wants to keep you alive, whether your soul is ready for death. It doesn't care. It just wants to keep you alive. That's what it does. But my message to end this, because I gotta go do my rounds, is that, you know, if you're not a believer, if you're not looking into the afterlife, if you're still focused on the here and now, this life, knowing what we know now, seeing how this system is becoming more tight-knit and globalized, seeing how we're becoming slaves to this system, and the only way to progress in the system is to be a joyful slave to the system and not fight back. And if you want a good life in the system, if you want positions, if you want authority in the system, you have to bend the knee to the system. And if you don't see that, you're blind. So my message is to, you know, repent and seek God. If you need someone like a good pastor to listen to, check out John MacArthur. He's pretty good. Speaks the truth. But that's my message. You know, I just wanted to throw this up here because I haven't posted in a while, and I'm seeing this happen. And of course I'll be making more videos, and whoever watches, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's happening again. It's just another campaign for them to tighten their grip on society. So I appreciate you watching. If you can, give me a like, a subscribe would be cool. I've been sitting at like 2 subscribers for like, I don't know how long. I think one of them is my other channel, but I appreciate it. Thanks.